Hey guys, Lady Liberty Stacker here. It is Sunday, March the 6th, 2022. And I figured I'd just make a video. I have to do mini seasonings on these skillets. And just figured I'd talk to you guys while the skillets are heating up. I was going to use this rag, but it's so infused with old oil that the best thing I'm going to do now is I cut it up. And I'm going to use it as fireplace starters because that should burn for quite a while in getting a fire going. So that's what I'm going to use with these. And then I have a fresh black cloth from an old t-shirt that I'm going to use. And I can pretty much use anything. You can use butter. I don't like to waste butter on this. I can use bacon fat to season these. That pretty much stays solid at room temperature, but what you definitely want to do is use something that stays solid at room temperature. That way, if you don't use your skillet too often, then it won't get gummy and things like that between usage, times that you use it. So this is old buzzy wax that I have here, and I'm going to put the tripod down, and this is warming up here. This is my Lodge. I think it's a number 10, Lodge 10, I think. It's a big one. I used it to do some bacon and eggs this morning. And this is the one that I did a no-no. When I first started, I saw a video on how to... Anyway, I'd seen a video on how to smooth this out, putting a 4-inch sanding disc on my wire drill. And I did it, just smoothing it out. And you know, I never actually recommend doing that, but if it's a piece like a Lodge, it's not collectible, and you really want to do that, that's up to you. This one I did do, and it's held the seasoning quite well. A lot of times they say when you wire wheel something, it won't hold the seasoning. Well, it has held the seasoning. This did a great job this morning. There's some areas of imperfection that drive me nuts, so I occasionally will give it a mini seasoning. And this one here is a small one that I picked up. This is made from this was a recast, and it was made from it's getting kind of warm here. It was made from a Griswold number 4. It's not a Griswold number 4, but I let it soak a little too long, and you can see there the part where some of the seasoning came off. So I like to go ahead and give a mini seasoning on these. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down like that so we can see it. There. Get the tripod down so you can see it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use a fresh cotton rag, and we're just going to put in some buzzy wax here. You can see it's, and we're going to go ahead and smooth it in with this brand new cotton rag. The other one was too infused. You can see it already smoking like crazy here. I'm going to put it on, I'm going to put it off, and then wipe it off. Wipe on, wipe off, like I would do for an oven seasoning. Yeah, it's just a way to keep your stuff looking pretty good. And we're going to flip it over. And it's getting a little bit warm, so I'm going to put the handle grip on. Don't try this at home. We're going to do the outside of the pan. Somebody left a comment in one of my recent videos that how do you keep your pans looking dark, especially the handle on the outside, when you don't cook with them? Well, I guess you don't, but if you use it for a long time and keep doing these mini seasonings over and over and over again, they will get darker in time. So now we're going to let that set there for a little while. And now this one here, if you can see it, I'll put the tripod down there so we can see it. This is the Lodge. We're going to do the same thing on this one, and we're just going to, if you do this periodically, you don't have to do this every single time, but if you do it periodically and put on a seasoning that is solid at room temperature, you could use Crisco if you wanted to, what have you. I'm going to go ahead and wipe it on. Get it all evenly around. Make sure to get the sidewalls on there. And you can see it smoking. I let it smoke for a couple of minutes and burn on there. Yeah, this is getting nice and black. I really like this lodge. The only thing I don't like about it, it is very heavy and it's hard to manipulate. Ooh. Gotta be very careful. Putting it down. We're gonna go ahead and use some more of the Buzzy Wax to season it. And this is if you'd like to display them. You really don't have to do the bottom part, but you know, I say the more layers you have on there, it gives it more protection, especially if you're like me and you like to soak it in the sink while you eat your dinner to try to get off any of the burnt on crud from the meal you just prepared. And you don't want it to rust. If you don't have it that well seasoned, it can rust. You don't want that to happen. So we're just going to use our shop towels, wipe it back off again. Get it all there. And I do this periodically. You don't have to do it every time. I don't do it every time, but when it gets to the point where you don't like the way it looks, that's when you give it a mini seasoning. We're going to let that sit, and we're going to come over here and turn the burner off on this. And I wipe this down again. And it's all ready to go for the next time. You can see how nice and shiny that is. It's smoking really good. It means it's burning onto the skillet. See that? I don't know if you can see it from the camera. But anyway, I'm going to put it off the burner. And it should be ready to go for the next time. And then we're going to come back over here and we're going to let it start to smoke. And we're going to wipe it down as well too and turn off the burner when that happens. And this is how you can just keep them in good shape. So anyway, this one was wheeled. Actually, the other one that I just showed you was wheeled too, because I had to even it out without using an oven for that. And it's helped manage to hold seasoning just fine. But like I said, that was a recast, nothing collectible whatsoever, nothing I would ever resell. And you do it for your own preferences, just as something for collectible cast iron, like Griswold, like Vollrath, like old antique Wagners. You never want to take a wire wheel to it. So anyway, this is about done. And we just want to wipe it down again. That's what gives it really, really nice appearance on the surface. Doesn't that look gorgeous? So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to move over to my little hot pad over here. And I hope we can see that, because I can't really look at the tripod as I'm doing this. I'm just going to wipe it down again. And this lodge is, other than being heavy, and they all have their pros and cons, I love the lodge. It's great for bacon and eggs. They just totally non-stick. So anyway, there's our lodge, beautiful. And there's the recast number 4. It was made from a number 4 Griswold, which is very, very rare. But that's it for today. I think I'm going to attempt to make some pork chops tomorrow. Hubby didn't want them today, but I'm thawing them out over there. As you see, I'm going to make them tomorrow with a garlic butter sauce. It'll be delicious. I've made them before. Make those for dinner, and if the spirit moves me, I'll show you on a video for those. All right, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment or question below. Give me a thumb up if you like videos like this. Thanks again for watching, and go make it a great day.